Hi, people.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome to the new year.
Welcome
basically.
to 2021.
Yeah, we have the sparkle.
Oh, this is for you. Hello, guys. And for you as well, because you're watching a special edition of...
Salty Spirit Special Minute Pepper.
I like that. Special pepper minute. Salty Spirit Special Pepper Minute.
But basically, so that's Pony.
Hello.
This is so many names, I won't even name novishari. And he's Moleque, of course, Grandpa Charles, as you may also know him on radiOzora. And yeah, this is a new chapter and a new tradition, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, because we've been doing this show, so Salt and Pepper and Spirit Minute, and we are just so happy to do this sort of kind of collab and do an audiovisual trying on a new kind of show. And I do believe that it's the two show together. It's hopefully helping the listeners to move forward, because Spirit Minute is about soul and mind and spirit, and then Salt and Pepper is more about how to live kind of ecologically, and two together are just in so imbalanced. I think that's what I feel, and this is kind of a miracle. I think with three of us sitting together and sharing our experiences. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks for joining us. And yeah, we're trying a new thing here. We hope it's even more entertaining to see us talk and not only listen.
Not for us, though. Just so you know, not for us. I have some stage fright, by the way. I've been practicing, so you can't see that much.
Right. I mean, I think you never grow out of stage fright. It's just you get used to it.
Or you start loving it, and it's like, let me be in the spotlight.
Maybe. Yeah, I always admired that at the end of each festival you stand out on the main stage.
I'm always very drunk. Very drunk people, so
that's the
you should
secret.
know that.
We have noticed that.
That's my power.
Especially a couple of years ago, you turned up with a fag, like, hey, people.
That's my cigarette. It just looks
sorry.
like a fag. I like to trick people into thinking that I'm always smoking a joint, but I'm not. It's my rolled cigarettes. They're very ugly.
But I like it because you always got this strong sort of message in the end, what people could,
Very spontaneous.
Well, but I do love it because you have the kind of the conclusion in the end on the very last day. Sun is still shining and
The weather is sweet.
the
Yeah.
weather is sweet, and you're turning up and just giving us like a boom. There you go.
So let's hope that next summer I am there on stage talking to you, because that means we had a festival. And
Right.
so I think this is kind of one of the things that we would like to talk in this first audiovisual show about what's after the turning point, right? So let's talk a bit about the mindset we're in right now. I think it's important for you maybe to know what the team is thinking about.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
feeling.
Especially that, we started to post some highlights, as we do usually, about the upcoming festivals artists. Who are the biggest names or the most exciting names that we plan to bring you this summer to the Valley. And yeah, of course, the comments arrive under the post. Some of them are really positive, like let's really hope that we can be there this summer. And others are like, oh guys, cut the bull. Is there going to be a festival or not? So what can you say to that?
Nobody knows. And the divider, that's what I wanted to say, because of the comments, all these trivial problems.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to talk about recurring comments, right, and worries. So about the divider. Who wants to talk about it?
You mean the divider on the dance
main
floor?
Stage divider. We will not have a divider the next time we meet on the main stage.
This is
more or less.
Yeah, like
hopefully,
90%.
So, okay.
Because it was never our choice to have it there. It's always been the authorities who give us a permit to start the festival, to open the gate and let people in. So there are several permits we need to get before we can start a festival, and these usually come at the last second. So when you are there, things are already built, people are coming in 2 days, and some authorities say, this is a new regulation, so you have to create a divider on the dance floor, otherwise we won't sign the permit for you. What can you do? You say, all right, if this is the only thing that you need us to do, then we're going to do it. Of course, we're not happy. And of course, we are fighting and trying to find solutions. So actually, the extension of the dance floor, the main dance floor, was kind of our response to this, partially, to have a bigger area where people are more dispersed, spread out. And then, now the head of this certain authority said that they will let us start a festival without this divider.
So
but of course,
No more divider.
people change. There might be a new person coming to this position, and we have to fight this fight again. But we really, really hope that this is behind us.
Absolutely, that's one of the things. Another recurring comment is when we post these lineups is that we don't have female artists. I would like to talk about that one.
Yeah, we had this.
We do have female
complaint.
artists, actually. We are female, actually. We're not artists, though. Well, I am. And you're
In a
probably
way.
Also, Anyway.
What do you call an artist?
But yeah, we do have actually main stage artists, and usually I think the team, brothers and sisters, are very capable in deciding who they invite. And who is there for all the stages. Mind you, you have to remember there are like 5 stages at Ozora. So just, if you see a list of men on one of the little pieces of the lineup from the main stage, please don't make any conclusions hastily.
Yeah, there's 5 stages, 5 musical stages, and another 4 or 5 areas where we provide programs, like the new healing area, where there is also music. And some of these areas attract more female artists, and some, like the main stage, attract more male artists. And this is not about being sexist or choosing based on sex.
We don't really look at what's between the legs, do we?
No,
when we
not
choose
at all. And this is how it should
listen
be.
to,
I mean, the guys who manage the certain areas of the festival, they choose based on artistic value and many other factors, but none of them has to do anything with sex. I can guarantee.
Yes. Any other comments we have recurring that we would like to address? Yeah, dogs, poor dogs. Don't bring your dogs. Yeah, just don't bring your dogs. We don't want you to bring your dogs. If you cannot solve the dog problem, as we all, you don't have a dog, but we have in between ourselves 4. So we try not to have our dogs there while it's festival time. Some families travel the world with their kids and dogs, or have shops and come with their kids and dogs, or their dogs who are their kids, and can't leave them anywhere. In that case, we really do pay attention to this, to have the dog registered, to make sure the owners just take care of their animals as they hopefully take care of their loved ones. But yeah, don't bring your dogs. Yeah. So.
I mean, some dogs are really adapted to this lifestyle, and they are fine. And I always see 1 or 2 dogs running around the main stage, super happy, because if you know dogs, you know their body language.
I mean, people lose their kids, so you can imagine.
Or sometimes they lose themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen that often?
I've been searching for myself.
I've been finding myself over and over again. That's
exactly
kind of the same thing.
So it happens.
Anybody found us and got a little piece, please message us.
Yeah, maybe next time I will have a little billet with the phone number that you can call if you find me somewhere.
So this is like in general, just addressing some of the comments, which also means that we really do believe seriously in going forwards with the next edition. We really cannot imagine not having a solution globally until that time. So yeah, until the last minute, and we have had lots of challenges throughout the years. That's why I'm kind of, warrior-like in my attitude that we will have a festival, because we've had lots of blockages. I mean, like, you people don't even know half of it. Like, you can't have the festival, and the festival is already supposed to begin. We had that. We needed some permits. We didn't get it. And somehow, people, there's always challenges. There's always lots of shit going around. You decide your attitude. You decide, is it more worthwhile to just have this, positive stance right now that we do see the light at the end of the tunnel globally, I'm saying, or just think that everything is down the drain, shitty, and we're all gonna die tomorrow. So that's also a possibility, but then don't think about the festival.
Right. I agree totally that there have been some super dark moments, and I think it has never been an option for us in our heads that even in the darkest moment that we'll just give up, or it's not going to happen the next year. It's not even an option in our heads. So of course this year it was a terrible shock even for us that we had to say postpone the festival. But we are believing, we are going, we are doing our job right now.
You cannot say from one day to tomorrow that, my life stops right now. This is for so many of us, or life, and for so many of you. So maybe we just have to, you had a lovely article in the Prophet, in December's Prophet. So just let it not be in vain, this whole period, which means take what you can, learn from it, and let's go move forwards with all this 1 year concentration of heavy duty training.
and hopefully become more appreciated what we have, towards the festival, what is really important there, what's the little details or the massive details or see the whole point of view of the festival, and let go all these trivial little bits of kind of obstacles, but not even obstacles, things there like the divider, and like, come on, if there is no Spongel, then there is no festival, like these sort of things. We have a 9-day celebration of life and joy, and under our Christmas tree, which is the sun, and then we have the best festival ever, so we just need to enjoy it and forget about all these things. So that this is what I feel that this year's break has going to make, hopefully, an impact on every single people who became. It's going to be a miraculous celebration of life if we get there. Hopefully.
I believe you. You sounded so very...
I've learned it from Rajaram, this sort of, and the united and the...
Disciples. Disciples of brightness and light and love.
So
absolutely.
Keep it positive, and we're going to be there.
Surely we do keep it positive, and we go forward as long as there is the slightest tiny chance that it's going to happen.
Anyway, but something will happen, and it's not going to be the death of us. Okay, so unless it's the death of us, and then have a good next time. Have a good next time. No, that's not fun.
It was actually, if we can say that the turning point was kind of the death. No, like to turn our heads inside and out and see what we have instead of what we should have, or what we could have, what we have. And that's kind of a death, because you're letting go the past, and you're letting go the future, and then focusing on like, wow, I had plans, but it's not anymore. So this is what I had. So we had to kind of going through this little death.
Yeah. Who said that less is enough?
Oh yeah. Because guys, of course, we are preparing, or not we exactly, but there's a documentary in preparation for this year as well. We didn't have a festival, so we don't have a festival after movie, of course, but we do have a documentary being made, which supposedly will come out around February. That's the plan. And so we had some interviews to use as material in the documentary. Amongst others, I spoke to Yoni, and he was so
Ace
sweet.
Ventura,
He
yeah.
said, yeah,
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, just so everybody knows. Anyway, so and he said,
Yoni.
you know, that what he kind of brought as a conclusion of this this year is that maybe we just had to realize that less is enough. And for many people, and I'm not talking about you're starving because you lost your job and your children are crying, but yeah, in a more general way, we are learning how less is enough, which is also very important for us all. We've realized the shitty situation of our present on Earth, right? We are there's like a generational complex trauma that we are actually healing from, which is, has been handed down. Nobody has healed from all the shit that we are just like those, what do you call those animals, those insects that make balls of shit?
No, the scarabäus.
Yeah. Anyway, so I kind of imagine humanity like this scarabäus and pushing the roll of shit ahead of it and just not letting go. Anyway, so we have the chance here now, I think, after the turning point. So to solve this complex, we have like meaning. We need the awakening that's happening right now because of the socio-economic crisis, the environmental crisis. We are in huge amounts of crises, and transformational, psychedelic communities and festivals and cultures, I think, actually now have a very big role, if ever.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, that's we learned so much this past year, and maybe that's the turning point, that we talk about a lot of things and we live through and we crave after many things, but once you are stay put because you must, there's no chance of you have to really deeply feel what you actually need and what are the things that you want above that and what are the things that you miss the most. And honestly, this year, like in my professional life, let's say, what I miss most was the gathering.
Oh yeah, I mean, me, for example, I always fear the moment before gate opening because it's overwhelming. There's so much work. There's so much to make happen, to make it perfect, to make it good for you guys and for us, of course. And then the gate opening is like, oh my God, the madness is coming in just a second. And it's wow. And I actually miss that I miss rubbing, I said that to many people, I miss rubbing against thousands of sweaty hippies. This is what I need.
Yeah, and then
my soul needs it.
That exhaust at the end, when you're like so tired, but still so full of some kind of energy that's this...
The festival energy flow.
Yeah, that feels you, and you can barely stand, but you still feel like you could climb a mountain right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's very well said, Shari, that, of course, that our psychedelic community has a very, potential role to make the world a better place because of these festivals.
We actually believe in this, guys.
Yes, we do. This is our religion, right?
We do.
Because
you might laugh, but we do.
These festivals, these places like Ozora, and Ozora I think is the more kind of prepared example because of the infrastructure and the buildings and everything, how humanity should live. So could and should, I think, because if we see tribalism, and make and see the research is what researchers made on tribal people living on this planet and urban people, and if you analyze the both, you get the conclusion that the tribal people is the one who's are the kind of possible human. With non-aggression, non-fear, love, health, etc., etc. And this is tribal gatherings. So people come together and live in peace and love and harmony with nature, and celebrate and dance together and sing together. And this is what humanity forgot, basically, and disconnected. So these gatherings are connecting humanity back to the roots, back to what we are actually connected to, or should connect to.
Yeah.
So
And that's a funny thing, because tribalism, lately I heard it's been used in a negative way as well. Like what you see in many countries, that's politically, ideologically, a country or a society divides itself into two tribes that fight each other, that cannot agree, and there's the polarization and stuff. So they started to use this in a negative sense for this opposition, like two tribes. But it's a very different thing that what we talk about and have been talking about for decades is more like that we are humans as one tribe globally, and this is how we should start thinking. And I think it's changing to this direction now, that because we are facing the one enemy, which was the global warming so far, but now we have this virus, and it's kind of bringing us into one category.
And the virus uncovered lots of faulty systems as well that we have been rolling ahead of us like big balls of dung. I'm sorry, I just can't get this picture out.
I like that.
And,
Say it again, just to make it clear what you said. No, all right.
Anyway, so absolutely. And also you mentioned all the important things of tribal gatherings, but let's not forget sharing the wisdom of different cultures.
Yeah.
Making it, sharing what's good from each of the cultures.
Yeah.
And that's how we make a worthwhile, present kind of. So it's self-transcendence in a way, and I think it's the most important thing right now. And I mean, if this period wasn't enough to kick you in the ass and just, really think about all the things that you could do differently, or, whatever, just find it. If you haven't so far, find the meaning to this period, please. And then bring it to us and let's share it.
Yeah, and next time, the next show, we going to read it out and connect with you this way.
I'm sorry if we're bothering you. You can switch off.
just switch it off.
Yeah,
Right?
just watch something else then. All right, so much for our philosophical little session here, and we actually wanted to talk about the place that connects us all.
Yeah,
because
that's how we are concluding this first session. Let's talk about the place. What's happening when it's not happening?
Yeah, and you wanted to quote Adpad, who is the son of Daniel, who is our rock and the glue that holds us together. And he told you...
Yeah, because we've been there, guys, in the summer. I think it was end of June or well, it wasn't our fault, right? Well, so yeah, we've been there for a couple of days, 4 or 5 days, and we've been shooting couple of footages for the documentary what's mentioned before.
And what you've seen, the fire was lit by the horse riders, so that's why we were there, because we felt like even though the festival cannot be held, the fire should burn.
Yeah.
So that's why we were there.
So we were there and we met RP and the family, the Zimanye family, and thank you very much for this opportunity again, because it was miraculous, that 4 or 5 days with no festivals, and we were there, with nature, and everything was beautiful. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it. It wasn't good. It was brilliant. And then on the last day we met the family, and we had a chat about what was going on, and what I was seeing on the crew, that everybody became kind of more relaxed, everybody was kind of chilling, like, right, okay, everybody was expected, like, right, okay, this is what's happening, right, just chill out. And then RP said that, like, oh yeah, but I miss the buzzing, and then I said, but it's just chill out, it's just relax, everything is just so relaxed. And he turned around and said, like, Moleque, it's always relaxed here. It's always peace here, and that was, and that's my intention for the next year's festival, to find this peace. I mean, not the peace, the silence underneath the festival. Yeah, because it's always, I'm really loud and everything, but there is this sort of silence.
For that noise.
Yeah.
Right, and so what? Let's
we
talk a little bit about what's going on, what has been happening in this year while we were not there. There are new willow babies planted by the lake, so the lake is getting some, I guess evolution. The lake is evolving.
Yeah, we've been planting some really nice plants and flowers into the lakes, and around the lake there are trees.
Which will grow tall and give nice shade. And of course, as well, you might have seen the start of a new path that is going on the hill next to the lake. Like a nice wooden structure where you can walk through and you see the lake next to you, and then by the end there are the stairs going down to the new stage Ambis and the new healing area Helion. So they are finishing up this beautiful path, which is also gonna be exciting to walk on. And also you've seen the new gallery. So you might have seen some old buildings on the very top of the festival, like next to the first road where you enter the place. There have been some old buildings falling apart, and one of them is being completely rebuilt to have another permanent gallery for the beautiful artwork.
So basically, I mean, our paradise is doing what it has been doing so far. There wasn't any breaks actually there.
Oh, but there's been one sad news about Juju.
Oh yeah, the donkey.
Yeah, we have
Guys,
to remember Juju the donkey. If you know the sheeps, they always had a good friend, a donkey walking with them, Juju, and she passed away this year.
So Juju was 22 years old and passed away in 2020. Just some strange mystical coincidence.
If you think
there.
about it, she's been there from the very beginning.
And she was there at the very first festival held on this area, which was Solips 1999.
She was there already.
So God bless Juju.
The freakest freak.
The freakest donkey ever.
The freakest donkey ever. Big up to Juju.
And we'll have a Juju interview, by the way, in the January Prophet. So look for the monthly Ozorian Prophet. Yes. We're going to have a Juju feature.
Oh,
look forward to the
she was
Prophet
a good
Nest
donkey.
On site, the Prophet Nest, where everybody could read the Prophet.
Don't reveal everything that nobody else has talked about yet.
Sorry about that.
So guys, we're nearing the end.
Too much.
This is the end.
This is the end.
Are we coming to the
Yeah,
end?
you didn't pay attention to our
no.
background master. He was pointing
the puppet
his
master
fingers.
in the
he was telling
background.
me how much time there is. So anyway, we have the puppet master in the background. Chubi, thank you for coming in and getting this show on the road. So symbolically, this is also getting this new chapter rolling.
You wanted to say something, guys, no? Before I said Juju, no? I felt like you had something else to say. Like we talked about the place and the art gallery, and that the place has been building even though we weren't there.
You just didn't have to interrupt, did you?
Maybe
sorry.
The Prophet, maybe that's what I don't want to say it again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe
he was trying to reveal something he should not. So guys, follow us, be connected. Basically, connection is, I think, the biggest strength that we have. That's something that I learned. You also have some wisdom for the new year. If somebody asks you whether you want a chewing gum.
Oh yeah, I wanted to share a tip. It's very important always. If somebody offers you a chewing gum, always accept.
Always, there's
Always. Don't
something
say
is going
no.
on, right? Okay, don't even think about it, and that's
Just-
another message. Like, don't think about it, just enjoy the moments. Okay, I know it sounds cliche, but think about it last year. You know, shall we think about what is going to happen? No, fuck it, just enjoy.
And you can expect always a good tip for the end of these shows, okay? So let's promise that.
Okay, from now
So,
on,
chewing gum was
very wise
January.
tips are awaiting.
It's based on experience, isn't it?
Right.
All right, people, stay healthy, keep the spirit high.
And if you feel good, stay there.
Yeah, then don't stop believing. We're going to meet soon again.
We will meet soon.
We will.